Napa Valley is, as we said, the center of California's wine industry, heavily populated and a mecca for honeymooners and wine connoisseurs. And tonight, they're only now beginning to take stock of the damage. And ABC's Neil Karlinski is on that part of the story. Neil, good evening to you.
Dan, good evening. This is the hardest hit part of downtown Napa. Take a look. That was a law office up there, and the roof, in fact, is still teetering right now. Underneath, you can see Carpe Diem. That was a restaurant that was heavily damaged. In fact, all the way down the line, this block here, a number of businesses heavily damaged. And officials say it's just lucky that no one was inside when all of this was coming down.
The quake struck right in the heart of a city that prides itself as one of the most pristine, sought-after destinations in all of California.
There's a place over by the Alegria in the back for the terracottas falling off too.
Tourists, some of whom have traveled from overseas to be here, were left out on the streets.
It's the common sense side. Please stay away from the buildings that look like they're leaning.
The downtown area lined with cherished turn-of-the-century buildings like the Goodman Library. Its bricks falling onto the sidewalk. A nearby department store still trying to assess the damage.
They said that was not a priority. But the building, if this keeps up, the building's going to collapse.
Just yesterday, thousands of tourists filled downtown for a music and food festival. Today, hotels are cleaning up.
The glass from the mirrors came and put shards and fragments everywhere. And so any time I tried to move, I got glass in my feet.
For many, Napa means one thing: wine. By late this morning, pictures began to emerge. Piles of bottles, many several $100s each, tossed around like garbage. At the Signorello winery, they managed to escape the quake mostly unscathed, but their entire 2014 vintage sits in these tanks, and without power soon, it could all be ruined.
We're going to try to get a generator. It will be nice to have power some point today. Tomorrow could be too late.
City officials, meanwhile, were busy red tagging at least 15 buildings now believed to be unsafe. They say the impact here could have been so much worse.
As bad as it is, if people had been working down here and this had happened during the day, we'd have a different scenario.
Life has in some ways already begun to return to normal around here. In fact, just a block from all this, restaurants and businesses are now open. Schools throughout the area, though, will be closed tomorrow as officials inspect those buildings to make sure they're safe. Dan?
And as you said, it could have been a lot worse. Neil Karlinski, thank you.